meditation, breathing is important. It helps the brain and helps the system reproduce them. Yep. So that is important. Serotonin is also important to get through the sun. Okay, that's I'd like to throw that one in because it's an easy way to get your hit. So, any questions? Because I mean, I could go on about this in relation to myself. Yeah.
Hello, hello. If anybody have a question, then they can ask. Yeah.
These days we hear a lot about women in leadership and about how we need to mentor and prepare more women for leadership roles, as if that would be a kind of a solution to some of our global challenges. So I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about what's going on with this connection between gender and leadership. Is it transformational? I'm sort of curious about that.
No, 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 no. I would say mothers, because women are much more social orientated. We are the family makers. So our actual serotonin and oxytocin is quite high. When they talk about leadership, stepping into that, they actually you need to pull in your testosterone. This is why working out, training is important. You need to. Women also tend to be selfless, so they give a lot of themselves. So sometimes a woman needs to step back into themselves to work on the endorphins and the dopamine to get some self-satisfaction before they can give back out again. So a lot of them will have high oxytocin, high serotonin, but low dopamine and endorphins. Do you see what I'm saying? Have I lost you?
That's okay. But I would like it if you could concisely, what are 2 ways that you can actually do in your life to increase the endorphins? What are actual quick things that we can actually do?
Simple, posture. So we are social beings. So standing tall, shoulders back, eyes in front, connect with the world. Connect with each other. That will automatically increase your serotonin and your oxytocin.
Can I collaborate with you on that?
Yes.
Okay.
And it'll get your testosterone. It'll feel strong. You'll feel grounded.
This sense of security, or it can feel secure, but strength, of well-being, of being present, of being empowered, I-N-powered. When you not only take the stance, feel it, allow it to be felt in every cell of your being. Because if you take the stance but you stay here, you're disconnected. You can know here, and I think I may have said, knowledge is only rumor until it becomes your body, and your body becomes it. So if you're having a head trip, which can be a fun way to say it, if you're having a head trip, then that's kind of where things are at, and that's okay, but it's really not going to embody and bring into reality. Then there's your heart, which is a great leader. This can only function with what you already know. This can lead you to where you've never been. And when you feel it and embrace it and become it in your entire body. So if I stand here, but I'm questioning, my energy is probably starting to feel a little different, yeah? But if I stand here and I really feel it and I embody it, my voice changes even, the likelihood is I even begin to feel different. Is that accurate? Am I getting, yeah? So that's whatever you do, whether it's a phrase, whether it's a stance, you can practice it too. Sit up, just observe, play. And if you ever begin to feel depressed, something that I've found works, if you put your head back just for a little bit, for whatever reason, you end up smiling. You can't get depressed with your head back. So what that does biologically, I don't know. But you can't get depressed. I don't know why it starts to,
well, I can explain that one.
You can explain. There we go. Teamwork.
The experiments, this was done with horses. So horses, when they reach their head up, it is the fight-flight. So the nerves in the neck get stretched out. And that actually stimulates certain hormones, which is serotonin. You become alert. It initiates that. Same things with us. When you're pulled in, it also produces other hormones which are more your selfish, which means your dopamine and more your endorphins pull in.
So that would be a great advantage of doing yoga, which does both.
But this is why exercise is important. I mean,
Yeah.
I go back to saying posture, simply using our senses. If you use your eyes, you listen, you cannot help but get caught up with the world out there. So you will notice the sun, and you will smile, and you'll notice a bird, or you'll notice a butterfly, and you'll make eye contact, and you'll smile. Whatever, you cannot not do that. That will stimulate serotonin and oxytocin.
One other thing that I would invite, because I think we're like near time, whatever quality, caliber, or you're seeking, you can feel it, but it's not there as much as you want. You can even look out in nature and sense what plant, what flower, what whatever, or even a picture of an animal or whatever, that is really a living embodiment of more of a sense of whatever it is you're seeking than you feel you have. You can connect with that and ask it to connect with you. And you can say the master of confidence, the master of whatever, but you can bring in that matrix, that form, that energy, and actually bring it more into you and more become it. Does that make sense? Yes.
So what you just spoke about being inspired um, by nature and the head, heart, body embodiment. How do you bring it in alignment? How do you be more integrated? So one, yes. So what you just, both of you just spoke about, which is this head, heart, body, more in alignment. How do you do that consciously, integrated, like all three in
So, for right now, for a quick exercise, and then we will need to pass it over. If you want to add quick something for either of you, please. Right now, let's just do it, okay? So, think of, let's say, just think about being confident, okay? Now feel in your heart a place or a time, just in your heart, not your whole body yet, that you really felt confident. And even if you don't think you're a confident person, there are places in your life, whether it's even choosing an apple or an orange, that you knew that you were to eat the apple. You were not to eat the orange. Okay, so just feel that in your heart. And then it may help to close your eyes. And now allow that to expand to your entire body. There you go. Does that help? The lady that asked the question, does that help? Yeah. So that's just, it's very, very simple. It's just choosing and allowing and then bringing it into your entire body. If anybody has any other questions, please, I'd be happy to meet you outside. And excuse me, I just want to say one more thing.
I just want to add maybe 3-4 sentences on this one. It's something that I've practiced very consciously. This is what I recommend. Every time I feel a little low, this is the general posture that I hold the way I'm standing right now. And it helps me wonderfully well. I don't know the science behind the whole thing. That's for her to explain. But what I try and do is have my backbone upright and straight the way I'm standing right now. The moment you have it like this, your chin is right here, centrally aligned, your eyes level, and your shoulders go square automatically. And believe me, you feel so much more confident. It's amazing, absolutely. So you might just want to consider doing this more consciously till the time it becomes more of a habit with you. It has worked very well for me. It has worked very well for a lot of people that I've worked with. I recommend try using it. The horse posture is what you want to go back to. So the straining on the neck and the veins and the blood vessels, all that would work very well. Thank you.
Yeah, just play with putting yourself in a posture that doesn't feel great and then expand to something that does. You will understand it even more. So go to where you don't want to go and then open up and become what you do. Thank you all for being here very much.
Thank you all of you for being part of this session. Thank you.